a peaceful small town surrounded by beautiful green hills, where the wind sang through the trees and children laughed freely in the streets. There lived a young boy named Ethan who studied in the nearby school, just like any other child. And although his heart was full of dreams and curiosity, there was one thing that always made him feel small from inside studying. No matter how hard he tried, no matter how many times he read his books, the words seemed to float away like clouds in the sky. And while other students understood lessons quickly, Ethan struggled, forgot easily, and often felt lost. And when his classmates laughed at his mistakes, instead of helping him, a quiet sadness started to grow inside his heart, slowly draining his confidence day by day. Until one afternoon, when school ended and the empty classroom echoed with silence, Ethan walked nervously toward the only person he believed could help him, Mr. Harris, the calm and wise philosophy teacher who always spoke with kindness. Ethan sat quietly and, after hesitating, whispered, "Sir, primera, need help. I feel like no matter what I do, I can't focus or remember anything. I feel useless." And instead of scolding or judging him, Mr. Harris smiled warmly and said, "Ethan, you're not weak. You simply haven't learned how to use your mind yet. And once you learn that, life will change for you forever. Let me teach you 5 powerful lessons that will transform not just your studies, but your entire life." And with that, he began the first lesson by placing a glass bottle filled with muddy water in front of Ethan and asked what he saw. Ethan replied, "Dirty water, sir." And Mr. Harris simply said, "We will wait." And after an hour, the mud settled at the bottom and the water became crystal clear. And with a soft voice, he explained, "Your mind is exactly like this bottle. If it is full of stress, fear, and negative thoughts, nothing will be clear and you won't be able to learn anything. So before studying, breathe slowly, relax your mind, and allow your thoughts to settle, because a calm mind understands faster than a stressed mind." And then he moved to the second lesson by lighting a candle and asking Ethan to focus only on the flame. And at first, Ethan's thoughts bounced everywhere. Fear of exams, what others thought of him, and his past failures. But when practice, his mind stayed focused, and Mr. Harris said, "This is the power of living in the present moment. The past cannot be changed and the future is not here yet. So real learning only happens when your mind stays where your body is." Then for the third lesson, he placed a sponge and a rock on the table and poured water over them. The rock let everything slip away while the sponge absorbed it completely. And he said, "There are 2 kinds of students in this world. Those who only memorize like the rock and forget everything soon. And those who try to understand like the sponge and never lose knowledge, so never study to only remember. Study to understand." And then came the 4th lesson, when he handed Ethan a large wooden block and asked him to break it. But when he couldn't, Mr. Harris cut it into smaller pieces, which Ethan easily broke, and he explained, "Big topics are scary only when you try to learn them all at once. Break everything into smaller parts. Study a little every day. Take short breaks, and learning will become surprisingly easy." And finally, he taught the 5th lesson by planting 2 seeds, watering one daily but ignoring the other. And within days, one turned into a healthy plant and the other remained lifeless. And he said, "This seed is your mind and your talent. Studying once and skipping 3 days creates no growth but small, consistent efforts. Build success because real results come from regular practice, not random effort." And from that day, Ethan changed the way he studied. He relaxed his mind before opening his books, focused when learning understood concepts. Instead of memorizing, studied in small daily sessions and practiced regularly, even when he didn't feel motivated. And although progress was slow at first, he gradually became sharper, more confident, and began enjoying learning instead of fearing it. And years later, Ethan grew into a successful, knowledgeable, and respected person who never forgot the 5 lessons that reshaped his life. Today, he shares a message with every student and every person who is struggling, feeling lost, or ready to give up. Success is not about being born talented or smart. It is about calmness, focus, understanding small steps, and daily consistency. Your growth may be slow, but slow growth is still growth. And if you believe in yourself and build steady habits, you will rise higher than you ever imagined. So if this story touched your heart like this video, share it with someone who needs hope and subscribe so more life-changing stories can reach you. Remember, your mind is powerful when trained. Your efforts will one day bloom and your future begins, not tomorrow, but right now.